Alright, we have a Season 14 Cup game for the round of 64. This is going to be Micah playing Crane versus Mercer, aka Apps, playing Phoenix. It looks like he is on IMS, so let's take a look at the deck. Phoenix is splashing Dragon. We have 3 Let Go, 2 Ancient Master, and 1 Causeway. That's pretty spicy. Kaede is in the deck. There are some, what do you call it, courtiers? Mostly Shugenja, but some courtiers. He is running 4 Shame, as well as 3 Censure. Oh, wow. So, we see two Fate Dreamers here, and a Cautious Scout on the other side. Cautious Scout, pretty decent here. Oh wow, that was the only character he found. Let's see where these Ethereal Dreamers go. One is going to go Void, and the other Earth. Okay, seems good. Phoenix is first player, so he'll get his choice of which one of those he wants. He's going to play Embrace the Void on both of these characters. That means if there is an Assassinate, he will get back this Fate that he invested. And if not, he will also get it back, but it will just take longer. So he's going Void, finds Manicured Garden. No defense, pass. So that's just going to be the Void Ring there. That's fine. I think. Like, he's not getting a break here. You don't really need this Cautious Scout necessarily. The Phoenix provinces aren't really too scary. Like, it's just the air provinces which are going to get him more resources, and then Upholding Authority and Senpuku Seido. Having the Cautious Scout here means if you hit Senpuku Seido, actually, I mean, the Phoenix characters, oh, well, he has IMS, but yeah, if you hit it with the Cautious Scout, then you just don't really care. And then you can play around it for the rest of the game because you know where it is. There's the Void Ring, so you could go Earth to take that off the table for the other Dreamer. That would mean if he defends, you could... Yeah, it looks like it is going to be the Earth. So the favorable ground is good here. If you like attack and then play a conflict character... Okay, no, he's switching it to military. Finds fertile fields. Yeah, so we do see a defense. So this again I think is fine for Crane. We'll see if he plays any cards here, or again he could just favorable ground home. Favorable ground home is probably the correct move if you're not winning this conflict, because that means you can scout another province. He won't get the province effect because of Cautious Scout, and if it's the other air province, you won't get the Seeker Fate either. We see a fine Katana, it gets let go'd. Another fine Katana. You're fine just spending the let goes on these as Phoenix, because the Crane player doesn't have a whole lot of attachments in his deck. He is going to win that conflict. Discards against the waves at random. That is pretty good considering it's IMS. And then we see a past conflict. Micah could play a conflict character if he wants to attack again. That would get him favor. Yeah, okay, so we see Doji Fumiki. So you probably go fire back at Fertile. Well, actually, if you go at Fertile, he didn't get to use the ability because of Cautious Scout, so I would actually go to Face Down Province here. Oh no, wow, he is going back at Fertile. I guess if you hit Senpuku Seido and then he plays Ancient Master on you, that's pretty annoying. What about attachments? Way of the Crane to Honor. Seems good. So he's going to get the break there. Phoenix could play an Ancient Master if he wants to take the favor. Of course, there's not really a whole lot you can do about that as Crane. Ancient Master plus the Stronghold just means he gets favor no matter what if he wants to. But it looks like he either doesn't have it or doesn't want to do that here. Oh wait, I forgot about Palace. So he actually had 5. So Ancient Master would just tie favor, which is not great. Okay, so this is interesting. Phoenix finding 2 copies of Tsuki. Not really what you want to see, I imagine, with 11 Fate. Library is okay, though. I think you'll take a library. So, Brash Samurai for the Crane player. He doesn't want to play into the 5 fires too much, so he's just playing this character with 1 fate, so he only has 3 fate on his characters here. Ethereal Dreamer on... Okay, so Dishonored one on Void, and then the other one on Water. It has 0 glory, so it still could matter with the Stronghold, but probably not. That's what I was saying a while ago, though, is I think Jigoku should have, like, little ring tokens on the Ethereal Dreamers to show what ring they picked. That would be a good interface update. You could do the same thing with Master of Gisei Toshi as well. So, Brash Samurai attacking here. Going for the air ring. Nope. Earth, maybe. He has a pretty good amount of fate, and neither of the rings with fate on them really seem that good, so I wouldn't be surprised if he just picks one of these rings with no fate. Void is looking okay. Earth is looking okay. Even Fire is okay. Like, none of them are amazing, but they're all pretty okay. Finds Upholding Authority. No defense pass. He is breaking this with the favor, so... so he honors Brash Samurai. You could favorable ground home here if you don't want to break this, depending on what's in your hand. Yeah, he is going to move home. Seems good. It's a good thing he saved that favorable ground. So, what is Phoenix gonna do now? Water. Ooh, cloud on Fumiki. Okay. Yeah, Void looks pretty good here. It's kind of the same problem for Phoenix. You want to go water because of Tsuki, but you don't want to go water because the effect doesn't do anything. So just going to pick the Void Ring. Going military at the Manicured Garden. Defense with the Brash Samurai, but we see a Fine Katana. Fine Katana on the Brash Samurai as well. Let go. That's 2 let goes down. Is this going to get canceled? No. Yeah, that's probably not where you want to spend your cancels as the Crane player. Getting Void Ringed here is annoying, but it's not the end of the world, really. We see a Steward of Law, though. That's pretty good. Phoenix does still have this favorable ground. So he can use that to move somebody else in, or he can use it to move home if he doesn't think he's going to win. We see a Shrine Maiden that's going to find a Clarity of Purpose. And for shame to bow the Dreamer. So, okay, favorable ground to send home, sure. It's a little bit unfortunate that he had to play the Steward of Law there because the Dreamer was already dishonored, but he needed the Courtier to play that. But it worked out. So political left on both sides. The other Dreamer, what ring was it? It was water. You could attack water here, but it doesn't really seem too great. He's gonna find Senpuku Seido, though, with this Earth Ring. That is probably not the one he was hoping to find there. Phoenix can defend this now. Ornate Fan. What is Ornate Fan for? I feel like he just forgot about Senpuku Seido. I don't see any other reason to play the fan there. Clarity of Purpose, okay. I mean, I guess it's fine. Like, you're gonna get to be in another conflict this turn, and... Is he gonna let this go, actually? Maybe he's just gonna let him have the Earth Ring, and that's why he played the fan? And then you save the Stronghold to get favor? We'll see. Oh, but we see a censure to cancel the Clarity of Purpose. There's another Clarity of Purpose, though. Let's see if he has another cancel. Nope, that one is going to resolve. How many censures are in the Crane deck? Just one. So it's just the Voice of Honors left now. We see a force shame. Okay. That's fine. One of those left. Yeah, so he is gonna let... Ooh. He is gonna let him win that conflict. Discards the Causeway at random. He probably wasn't too worried about that, though, because of his let goes. But it's probably a little bit nice knowing that you won't have to worry about that for the rest of the game. So Dreamer is going to go water here. But there is a political rival on the defense. Cloud the Mind, though, on the rival. If you have a let go... I mean, if he had a let go, he would have probably played it already, right? Having a let go would be really good here, though. Ooh, wow, he does have a let go. So he intentionally didn't play it on the Fumiki Cloud. I guess... I think that's actually the right play. Like, I don't think there was really a point there where he had a good Fumiki bow. So just save it to protect your rival in case he does have that cloud in his hand. There's still one left. He could have the third one. So Phoenix... Oh, wow, he does have the third one. Is there another let go? If Phoenix wins this conflict, then... Does he tie favor? 5-5? Yeah, I think he ties favor if he wins this. If he loses it, then Crane obviously gets favor. So he'll need an Ancient Master, I think, if he actually wants to get it. Only 3 cards left in hand as well. Wow, I was actually pretty lucky he had that cloud. We'll see if Crane has anything else he can play here. Court Games wouldn't do it. For Shame wouldn't do it. Assassinate would, I guess. Ornate Fan, that would do it. He has no Fate, so yeah, it needs to be... Oh wow, he does play the Court Games. So Court Games plus For Shame could work. Yeah, that is what he has. A little bit expensive there, but winning this conflict is pretty important, I would say, because that means that you now get to keep favor. Unless he plays 2 Ancient Masters, but I don't think he has 2 left. Yeah, he only has 2 in the deck, and we already saw one get discarded. So there's no way for him to get favor there. I guess Seeker of Knowledge if he had like 2 of those and an Ancient Master, but that would be way too expensive. Because they would all just die immediately. Okay. So still having the Forgotten Library is pretty good for Phoenix with the low hand sizes here. We're going to see Ujina get played. That's a little bit scary. And Phoenix keeping 5 Fate, so we're going to have to watch out for that 5 Fires. If you can go Void and then play 5 Fires, that could end up being pretty devastating. Of course, that would depend on Crane not having the Voice of Honor. So that would probably be risky. Like, I don't think you can actually play a 5 fires here unless you can make sure that he doesn't have voice. So both Dreamers gonna go Void. So 8 skill, that's quite a bit. He wants to get this palace out of the way so that he can finally start getting favor and turn on his 4 shames and potentially a conjo, or not 4 shames, censures. He has 3 censures. And then potentially conjo district also. Defending with Brash Samurai. Yeah. So if he wins Void here, he can kill this Fumiki. I don't think you're too scared of that. Like, she's clouded. It's a reasonable amount of stats, but it's not the worst thing in the world. Probably just have to let that happen. So firing looking pretty good now. You probably attack the other air province here, if I had to guess. And then, yeah, you just go military fire, you attack the air province. He doesn't really have a good defense, and you can pull in the one of these characters, whichever one you want, really. I mean, I guess you could just take the break also, but I think like pulling in somebody would... does it actually matter? Yeah. I feel like that's probably the right call. Why not defend with Fumiki there? I mean, he could have just defended with Fumiki, but it would only be 2 extra skill since it's military, so I don't think it's really worth it. Like, that's not really going to change anything, is it? Yeah, like, I just don't think it matters. By not defending, you force him to do that play. For whatever that's worth. Way of the Crane to honor Doji Challenger. We see a fine katana, but there's an admit defeat. So he's still breaking now. Against the waves, readies though. Alright, sorry about that. Looks like Micah won but didn't break. He's going to dishonor Ugina there. Does that mean he has the assassinate here? That could be what that means. Ooh, yeah, he does have it. Nice. So he didn't throw the naive student in there, so he'll need to play a conflict character now if he wants to actually get this ring. Doesn't want to do that, though. Already got the 2 fade off the ring. It's just the air ring, so you don't really need the effect. And that means that Micah is now free to attack Earth. Does he have the noble sack? I don't think he has the noble sack. I think if he had it, he would have played it already. He could draw it off of this Earth ring though. That would be pretty sick. Ornate fan on the political rival for the break here. There is still 1 let go left. Oh, wow. He did have it. Ooh, that's pretty bad for Phoenix. Yeah, like, I don't know. I don't think there was really... Okay, so yeah, he plays it there. Oh, he had Voice of Honor for the display anyway. It doesn't matter. But yeah, I don't think there's any reason to hold that. Want to see the Karmic Balance come out for anti-Tadaka. Yeah, Micah does have 1 Karmic Balance in his deck. It's a pretty good card, and definitely a very strong counter to Tadaka. Oh, wow, he discards 5 fires at random. So yeah, like I said, he couldn't play that because Voice of Honor and that would just be way too much. But that is 1 5 fires out of the way now, so he only has 1 more to deal with. But yeah, after that, Crane definitely has the much stronger board position, and he's going to keep the favor as well. So just needs to close this game out now, and he finds Yoshi, which is always good to see when you're in a strong position and you have the favor. He comes out with 3 fate. Not a lot for Phoenix to buy here, only 2 characters. Going to buy both of them. So Crane has the first attack. I would probably be a little bit worried about the void attack from Phoenix, because that could just get rid of this political rival. So there might be something to be said for just attacking void first. We'll see. Otherwise, I think you just go fire. See what he chooses. He's going at Senpuku Seido. So if you do this... Okay, he is going fire. Interesting. So this is kind of awkward for Phoenix, actually, because if he defends with 1 character, you can pull the other one in, and then he's not happy. But if he defends with 0 characters, then you just get the free break and the firing. So it's kind of a lose-lose for Phoenix here. It's definitely a good play that you can make with the Doji Challenger if you're the first player. So yeah, he does defend, uses the stronghold, so he's winning the conflict. And now, yep, there's the pull. So he's taking care of both of these characters on his military attack, and now he's free to just attack political. Probably go Yoshi at Sato again and just leave the rival at home, just in case, I guess. Against the waves stands Ujina. And he is going to go Void. This is military. So, yeah, that's going to make things a little bit hard for Crane. He has to defend with the Yoshi here. He is winning the conflict. If you use Yoshi, though, then you're not winning anymore. But you really want to use him. Uses Manicured Garden first. You've got to have, like, a Way of the Crane, right? Oh, he's already played 2. We see a pass, so he's offering him the trade of don't use Yoshi and I don't get the Void Ring. He is going to use Yoshi, though. So that Manicured been worth forfeit yet now? Yeah, I think he's attacked it every turn, so forfeit, pretty good. We do see the last Way of the Crane. So, actually, I don't think there's anything Phoenix can play here that would win him this conflict, yeah. So no reason not to use Yoshi there, actually. The only thing you might be worried about is like a Seeker of Knowledge for shame, but I don't know if you're really too worried about that. So political rival can attack now. The problem is you can only attack into upholding authority, which is not really ideal. He's going to go water to take the fate. You shouldn't attack Senpuku Sato, because then if he has a conflict character, he can just attack you for free. Switching to air. What kind of conflict characters does he have? Okay, so he is going at Sato. He could have... He has one Menacing Iron Warrior, and then he still has one Fumiki left. So he could have either of those characters for the 2 skill that he needs. No defense, pass. Yeah, so we do see Doji Fumiki. That is going to give him the break. There we go. And then he stands Yoshi. So he'll keep favor. And yeah, very, very strong turn from Micah there. He's really doing well, pressing his advantage here. He is on the Phoenix Stronghold now, which is, let me check, Kuroimori, of course. So we'll see what he decides to do there. Finds 2 Paragon of Grace, 1 Kala Delegate. Not really an ideal flop at this stage in the game. We'll see what he buys here. Two Fate Paragon seems good. Phoenix not really finding a whole lot either. He does find his palace. He's going to take the Passing Fate. Oh, wow. So Phoenix is going to bid 1 there. Crane is going to stick with 5. He only has 4 cards left in his conflict deck, so he will have to be a little bit careful. No guests yet. Yeah, that's true. Definitely a bit lucky for Phoenix. There's an Ancient Master with 0 Fate. What is he going to do with that? I think you... Ooh, going Void, okay. So Military Void means that this political rival is pretty doomed. And you do have to defend this so he doesn't go for your challenger instead. Yeah, I don't think there's anything Crane can do about this other than just defend it. Yeah, I'm going to throw the Paragon of Grace in there. Make him discard a card. Yeah, Paragon does seem like a decent defender. I agree. We see a pass. Manicured Garden gaining the 5th fate of the game. Let's see what the Paragon hits. Oh, its opponent chooses unless it's honored, right? So, I don't know what I was thinking, but we'll see what he discards. It's going to be an Embrace the Void. Bunch of Dead Sentries. Yeah, that's what I was expecting. You don't really need the Embrace the Void either, though, whereas the Sentries could potentially be useful if you do manage to get the favor somehow. Political Rival does get removed from the game, unfortunately, but still quite a large board here on the Crane side. He is going to go for the Airing. That seems like the right choice. It has 2 Fate on it, and he is a little bit close to having to reshuffle his conflict deck here. So I like attacking with just the challenger. That means that if he switches the ring, then his stronghold is open for political. And switching the conflict type here is not really what you want to do. Defends with Ujina. Passes. So Crane needs 2 more skill. Bonsai would get him there. Has he played all 3 of his 4 shames? Yes. So no 4 shames. No katanas. I guess the problem with Bonsai is that he switches the type. But, I don't know. You could just take the win here. He has 5 Fate. He could play a Menacing Iron Warrior, I guess. Try and force him to switch the type. And then if you have a court games and he switches... I don't know, we'll see. Or alternatively, you could just pull somebody in here. Ooh, okay. So he does have the Menacing Iron Wire. This forces Phoenix to do something here. So if he switches the type now, it's 6 to 4. Then you could pull somebody in. Yeah, so he does switch. So you could pull in Tsuki here and still be winning. And then you have your political attack still. Okay, we see court games to dishonor Ujina. It's not enough for the break. He court games is back though. Ooh, Voice of Honor cancels that. Does he have another fan? Oh, the Stronghold. I forgot about the Stronghold. Wow. So Phoenix needs a conflict character now. Or Against the Waves. I think he has an Against the Waves left. Plays a Seeker of Knowledge. Okay. Oh, but he does have the Ornate Fan. He already played his Shrine Maiden. He already played both Ancient Masters. So he needs a fan here. How many fans has he played? One fan? Or a For Shame. For Shame works too. The problem though is that like Crane, I think, is happy to just force him to use all of his resources this conflict, and then as soon as you're not breaking, you just pull somebody in, and then you break on your next attack, right? I think that's probably what we'll see. For Shame. Ooh, he chooses to dishonor the Doji Challenger. Interesting. So what else does he have? Could be Assassinate. Oh, no, it couldn't be. He's at 3 honor. Ooh. It's a little bit unfortunate. I'm not sure if he actually does have the second Assassinate, but if he does, he would definitely like to have one more honor than he does have. I think that would guarantee him the win if he were able to assassinate here. We see a pass. Wait, why didn't he use the Challenger? Oh no. I think that was a mistake. Yeah, now Phoenix is free to attack water here and still have a good defense. So you have to defend this water attack now. You might even have to just defend with Yoshi here, actually. I mean, I guess he's not going to be standing up too much skill. But honoring Tsuki is pretty large just by itself. He definitely should have pulled in Tsuki there. Or the Maizawa, either one. Defends with Fumiki. Is this guy greater glory? Yeah, if you have more glory. Oh no, he chooses the Yoshi. Yeah, so that's pretty unfortunate actually. Yeah, it looks like he is not going to end up getting the Stronghold break this turn. He will be first player next turn though, so I think he'll probably be okay. Um, you probably just attack Earth here. You might as well. Actually, if you win Earth, you can't resolve the ring. Ooh, he's going for it anyway, though, to get that fate. This should draw defense, just because you're not getting the favor anyway, right? So, like, you could tie favor, but that's not really valuable. Yeah, so just defend, I think. And he gets the fate off the ring. That doesn't give him the chance to throw the game by resolving the Earth Ring, though, which is... Oh, we see Assassinate on Suki. Does he have the break here? Ooh, Court Games to dishonor. Voice of Honor to cancel that, though. So I assume he has his own Court Games now. And if he has a Court Games and a fan, then he wins the game, I think. Yeah, there's the Court Games. Formal Invitation works too, actually. Oh, it's the Formal Invitation, wow. I think that's it. Yep, there it is. That is going to be the game. Congratulations to Micah. Very interesting game there. Yeah, Phoenix not being able to get the favor for that whole game was really brutal. The Imperial Palace really did a lot of work. Couldn't use any of those censures. Couldn't play 5 fires because of Voice of Honor. Yeah, the Court Games plus 4 Shame was a little bit expensive. It was unfortunate that he had to do that, but... Okay, so Micah will move on to the round of 32, where he will play against... Oh, he'll play against Shane Ruman, actually, who I believe is still in chat, who is playing Phoenix as well, so it'll be another Phoenix game for him. A lot of Phoenix in the cup, not really too surprising. Yeah, definitely would have been sad if he got that ring. But yeah, that's going to do it for this game. So thanks everybody for watching. Not 100% sure what I'll be the one to be balanced. Let me take a look at this deck, actually. Okay. Ooh, Jade Masterpiece. That's interesting. Only 1 fires. Oh, Karmic, yeah. That's true. We didn't get to see the Karmic Balance played this game. A little bit sad about that, but... Oh well. No Tadaka either, so didn't really need it. Wow. So he actually didn't have the voice. Oh man. But like if you play that's a tough one. Like if you play fires and he has the voice, you just lose the game, right? But if you play fires and he doesn't have voice, then you just win the game. So I mean, if you're feeling lucky, you could take that risk, but It is a big risk. Yeah, no problem. Again, that's going to be it for this game. So thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.